Welcome to another exciting Microsoft Flight Simulator video. In this video, we're covering flight lessons 5 and 6, which is circuits or traffic patterns, depending where you are, and then we'll be taking our first solo flight. This video is part of our 18 days of Flight Sim preview build coverage. You have been asking many questions in the comments of some of our videos of what you want to know with this new sim. Content each day answering all your questions ranging from handcrafted airports, crash mechanics, tutorials, and more. So hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you can see when our next Microsoft Flight Simulator video is released. Circuits is where the real hard work begins and where a lot of student pilots will spend many of their early flight hours until they have the ability to complete a circuit of their own on their first solo flight, which is a big milestone for any pilot's career. So within saying that, let's jump into the Cessna 152 and begin lesson 5.
Let's be honest, no one likes going around in circles, unless you're a pilot training on traffic patterns. Sedona's standard traffic pattern follows a 1,000-foot altitude around the main runway. By the time we're through here, you'll know how to complete the full run from takeoff to landing. So let's get started. When we're up, keep us aligned with the runway and climb to 5,400 feet. We're going for a left-hand traffic pattern. Once we reach altitude, you're gonna start turning left 90 degrees toward a 122-degree heading. Okay, we're in the pattern. Get ready to enter the crosswind section. Good. Keep going till you reach the traffic pattern altitude of 5,700 feet. Ready to make your left turn downwind? When the runway appears at the halfway point of your wing strut, you'll know you're at a good glide distance. We've got the wind at our back now. We're on the right track. Lower your nose to a cruise attitude and reduce power to 2,100 RPMs. Once your speed is in the white arc, add 10 degrees of flaps to prep us for landing. Now's not a bad time to check if the runway is looking good. And it probably goes without saying, always watch out for other planes entering or exiting the pattern. We're gonna fly past the end of the runway here. Keep going until you see it at a 45-degree angle behind you. That's your cue to turn left again, onto the base leg. Reduce power to idle to start losing altitude and maintain cruise attitude. Keep an eye on the runway as we get ready for our final turn. That'll also keep our speed around 65 knots. There we go. The runway's in full view. Make sure to keep the plane centered on approach. If you're too high, add flaps. Too low, add power to maintain the glide path. Way to stick the landing. Now, just apply the brakes to slow your roll. And make sure you don't stop on the runway, of course. If other planes are looking to land, we've got to move. Take one of the taxiways on the right. Good job. As an old instructor said to me, not only did you not die, you're really learning to fly.
In my opinion, one of the hardest things to do in a flight simulator is a circuit or a traffic pattern. Reason why: it is a very busy 6 to 7 minutes. One, you need to be concentrating on your instruments to make sure you're at the correct speed and altitude for flaps and different parts of the circuit. And the other thing is you need to make sure that your head is on the swivel so you're at your correct leg accurately and making sure you're in glide distance to the runway. Very, very busy times ahead. So if you can actually get to this point here and you're going to do your first solo, and you can do it accurately enough, you're doing a good job. And for any newcomers, you're going to be able to fly a plane in the flight simulator at no problem. So we've been saying that, let's take a look at my first solo in Microsoft Flight Simulator.
It's time, your first solo flight. I'll be watching from the ground in radio contact if you need me, but something tells me you won't. Your goal is to complete Sedona's left-hand traffic pattern on your own. Remember what we covered in our previous sessions, and you'll be just fine. Good luck. See you on the other side. Great job. There's always room for improvement, that's life, right? But you did it all on your own. You're on your way to becoming one hell of a pilot.
So that was a lesson 5 and 6, traffic patterns and first solo flight. Now, I can sit here and I probably could critique myself a little bit, and there's a few things that I would find what I did wrong. But we've been saying that I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments about, of all you armchair pilots out there watching me do my first solo, what did you think of it? We've been saying that the next lessons will be lesson number 7 and lesson number 8. One is navigation, and then we'll be doing our first solo navigation. So we'll go for our first full flight and I will take you along. So if you like this video, please hit that blue thumbs up button, as it really helps out the video. And if you want to stay up to date with all the latest updates, news and insights, and also watching our 18 days of content for the preview build, please hit that subscribe button. I'm going to leave you with one of my other favorite Microsoft Flight Simulator videos here. Why don't you check that one out, and I'll see you over there.